Hi, this is Heather from Strings and Threads. Today I'm going to do a tutorial to show you how to make this cute little mitten. Now, it's not a mitten that you would wear on your hand, even though it kind of looks like it could be a child-sized mitten. This is something that can be used at a party or around the house. What you can do is it's meant to put a soda can in it. And I do want to say, before I explain more of this, that I am not affiliated with Coca-Cola. They are not paying me for product placement. They don't know that I exist. This just happens to be what I had in my house left over from when I had a diet soda addiction, which I have since broken free from. But we keep these around and serve them in case we have guests that would like any. So that's my little story. This is kind of a cozy for a soda can, and it's handy when you're at home because you can take this into a room and put it on a side table, and it's kind of like, I guess, kind of like having its own little coaster. And if you have guests, these might be kind of fun, you know, at holiday time to put these on, or any time really in the winter. So what you'll need for this is medium weight or worsted weight, 2 different colors. I chose red and white, but you don't have to choose red and white. You can choose the colors that you would like. The main color would be for this mitten part, and then the ribbing part would be here. You do not need a lot of either, but you need the least of the ribbing part. So this is a great project to use if you have some scraps laying around that you weren't sure what to do with. This doesn't take much at all to make it. So since my main, I'm sorry, we'll also need a pair of scissors and only one other thing, an H crochet hook. This was 39 cents. It is that one there. This actually used to be my Grammy's, and I love that it says 39 cents on it. I picked up some crochet hooks at the dollar store, and they were, of course, $1.25, so I don't even think there's anywhere where you could get a crochet hook for 39 cents anymore. Anyway, let's start with your main color. We'll start by chaining 2. I should say that I will try to talk through some of the stitches, but I'm kind of assuming that you know chain, single crochet, and half double crochet. That's all that's used in this. So I'm going to start with my slip knot and then chain 2. So you just take some yarn and pull it through, and take some yarn and pull it through one more time. So I have 2 chains, one here and one here. The second chain from the hook, 1, 2, is the first chain that I made, and I'm going to single crochet 10 single crochets into this one stitch. And as you're putting 10 single crochets in, it's going to naturally form a ring. So I'm at 3, 4, and we want it to do that. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now I should be right next to the very first stitch that I did, the very first single crochet. I'm going to go into that stitch, draw through, and then draw through the last part of that stitch. That's called joining. That's called slip stitching to the first stitch. Usually in my patterns, when I write them, I just say attach to the first single crochet. So that's how that looks. So for the next row, we're going to work in the back loops only. And actually for the rest of the mitten, it's all going to be back loops only. It gives it this really nice texture. So if you're looking carefully at the stitch, you can see that this is considered a front loop to that stitch, and then this one right here is considered the back loop. So we're only going to be working in the back loop. So you're going to chain 1, and you're going to put 2 single crochets in the back loop of every stitch around. So you should end up with 20 stitches total. And I'm not going to do the whole thing here with you. I'll do one more and I'll give you an idea of how this texture is starting to look already, so you can see where the front loop was left and how it's creating that texture. All right, I'm going to go all the way around. This is a good place to pause the video and you go all the way around, and we'll join up when we finish the row. All right, so I came all the way around. There were 2 single crochets in each stitch around. I'm going to slip stitch, join up, attach, however you want to say it, to the very first single crochet. So I pull through and then I pull through the last part of that stitch. I'm going to chain 1. The next row, we're going to put 2 in the back loop only, still back loop. Every row now is going to be back loop only until we get to the ribbing at the end. So we're going to put 2 single crochets in the back loop of the first stitch, 1 single crochet in the next, 2 in this one, 1 in the next, and we're going to continue that pattern around where you put 2 single crochets in the back loop, and then in the next stitch you put 1 single crochet in the back loop. 2, 1, 2, 1 till you get to the very end. So pause here and we will meet up again when we get at the end of the row. All right, I made it all the way around with the 2, 1, 2, 1 pattern. I'm going to join, attach, slip stitch, whatever, into the first single crochet. And you can see how the texture is turning out really nice. This is going to be the last row that has increases. So chain 1, you're going to put 2 single crochets in the first stitch, 1 single crochet in the next, 1 single crochet in the next. This is all back loop only. I'm sorry I didn't specify, but this is all back loop. So again, in the back loop, 2 single crochets in the first stitch, 1 single crochet in the back loop of the next, 1 single crochet in the back loop of the next. So the pattern is going to be 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. If you understand what I mean, 2 single crochets, then 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 2, 1, 1. So this is a good place to pause right here, and we'll come all the way around, and then I'll join up with you. Okay, made it all the way around. So now we're going to join, slip stitch, attach to the first single crochet, chain 1, and we're just in the back loop only. We're going to do 1 single crochet per stitch around, and we're actually going to do that for a total of 10 rows. So this would be row 1 of the 10. And I will come back because that would be awfully long if I sat here and single crocheted 10 rows with you. So when you go all the way around this row, you'll attach to the first and then chain 1, and that will be the completion of the first of 10 and the start of row 2. And you want to keep following that pattern where you go around, attach, chain 1, go around, and it's all going to be back loop only. So let's pause here, get that done, and then we'll join back up when that's done. All right, I've completed the 10 rows. So the next thing we're going to do is create a thumb hole, and we're going to do that with chains. So we're going to chain 4, loosely chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to skip, we're going to skip 2 spaces and go into the 3rd in the back loop only. And we're going to continue to do the round, and I will come back when I get to the very first one here right before the chains, and I'll talk about how to go over doing the chains. All right, I came all the way around and now I'm where the chains are. So I'm going to just do regular single crochets into each of the chains. So there should be 4 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're going to continue with back loop only, 1 back loop single crochet in each stitch around. Now your starter stitch is the one right before the chain started. So you're going to come to here, and then you're going to do 1 last row, and when you come across this chain, what used to be the chain and now is a row of single crochets, you're going to go back loop only. So you're going to come to here, and then you're going to do 1 last row, all back loops, even around here, and then come to where this starts and then finish and attach the white. I'll come back when I have my white. All right, so I came back around and I realized I said attach white, but actually it's your secondary color. Yours might not be white, but mine is white. That's why I said white. You can see the hole here. We're gonna come back to that to create the thumb. But for now, we're gonna finish the body of it. So we're gonna do a decrease that doesn't work out evenly. So I'm going to do this whole row with you so that you can see how that goes. How it works out perfectly is that it helps it to fit the can perfectly. So that's why we're doing this. So we're going to single crochet 9, or not, I'm sorry, half double crochet. Just got used to saying that. Now we're going to do the half double crochet. The difference is you yarn over for a half double crochet, but the rest of it's the same. Then you pull through all 3. You'll have 3 loops on there instead of 2 when you do the excuse me, when you do the single crochet. Oh, I lost count already. Where am I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and now we're going to decrease. We're going to half double crochet 2 together. So go in the first stitch, draw through, go in the second stitch, draw through, yarn over, and go through all of them. Now we're just going to do 1 half double crochet in the next 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then half double crochet 2 together, a decrease. So yarn over, draw through, go to the next stitch, draw through, yarn over, go through all of them. Another 9 with just 1 in each stitch. 1 half double crochet, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, decrease. We're going to do 2 together, 2 half double crochets together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, and then we're at the end of the row. You're going to join with the first stitch. Chain 1. We're going to do 2 rows the same of this. So I'll show you and then I'll pause it and we'll do the 2 rows and come back for the thumb. We're going to do front post, back post. Now these are half double crochet, so it might not be as obvious as with double crochets where the posts are, but you can see there's a post there. So I'm going to do a front post, half double crochet, yarn over, and then do a back post, half double crochet. If you've never done these before, front post is when you go behind and bring the post so that it is sticking up in front, and then you yarn over and do the rest of your stitch. And a back post is the opposite. It's when you have the crochet hook and then in the back you can see where the post is. The post goes to the back post. Yarn over, draw through, and finish your stitch. So we're going to continue that pattern all the way around, front post, back post. And then for the next row, you'll join up with the first one. And since these are already front posts, you'll start with front post again. You want to put a front post into a front post, a back post into a back post, and then you're going to finish. So complete this row, one more row of the same, and then finish. So I finished the top of the mitten. And now I joined my main color into the hole. And I suppose if you wanted to, you could have your thumb be a different color. I'm not sure how that would work out, but you could try it if you thought you wanted to. I'm going to use, my main color. And we have the 2 single crochet stitches that we skipped here. So I joined into the first one of those and I chain 1, and I'm going to single crochet in those 2 skipped single crochets to form the hole. And then we have the back part of 4 chains that are left here, and we'll do that. 1, 2, I'm just looking for the back part of the chain, 3, 4. So now we have 6 stitches. I'm going to join with the first single crochet I just did. And we're going to do 4 rows of just 1 single crochet per stitch in the back loop only. I'll do the first with you because it should go fairly quickly since it's only 6 stitches. So the back loop only for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Trying to creatively get in there. 6. Join up with the first one. So now I need to do 3 more rows. Slip stitch, join up, attach, however you would say that. Okay, so I'll do 3 more rows and then I'll show you how we decrease. All right, I just finished those rows. So to decrease now, we'll chain 1, and it's going to still be in the back loop only. Single crochet 2 together. Single crochet 2 together again. Back loop only. Single crochet 2 together. Oh, my hook wanted to really get in there. There it is. Attach to the first one. Now there's only 3 stitches left. So We're going to do our best to do 1 single crochet in each of those 3 stitches. Doesn't want to do it. Oh, I forgot to chain 1, didn't I? There we go, chain 1, that helps. One, 2, 3. Now, I'm not even going to attach to the first one, but I'm going to cut a little bit of the tail. I'm going to pull through. I'm going to bring my hook through here. And I'm going to draw the string down through the thumb. I'll take them in here. Sorry if I was going off the camera there. I was actually looking at the project and not the camera. If it starts coming in a little bit, then you just use the back of your hook. And there you go. Got a nice little thumb there. And you can just cut this at the end. It's not like somebody's putting their thumb in it, so you don't have to worry about the perfect finish. And there you have it. There's your mitten. And let's see this one in the soda can. Perfect little cozy for it. I hope you enjoyed this. Stay tuned for more Christmas special tutorials coming up, winter special tutorials coming up, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.